This is World History Day 23. This is 23C, and this will be our last lecture for today. We're talking about Roman numeral 3 now, empires of the Mediterranean. You can see the land of Italy here, and that's where Rome's going to take hold. You can see the land of Greece. First, we're going to talk about Carthage, which is in North Africa here. All right, and you've got Hippo here, and that's where Augustine is going to be located, and a fantastic, eventually, evangelist who's going to come out of Hippo, North Africa there. Note number 1 is that Carthage expanded into an empire controlling North Africa and parts of Spain and France. So if I move my photo here, we can see that this Carthaginian empire of North Africa, Numidia, Mauritania, Turdetanians, and the Celtiberians is modern-day France and Spain. Some beautiful land there that they controlled basically in 200 BC. There's some Carthaginian ships, just mighty. Got flaming arrows being sent. Pretty cool painting. Note number 2 is that Carthage, around the Mediterranean Sea, being on the coast as it was, coastal everywhere, had a merchant-based economy. This resembled the Phoenicians that we studied earlier, and they held immense wealth, a wonderful library that tragically was burned by Roman invaders. They controlled the Mediterranean Sea and the action there with a very powerful navy and these beautiful boats. Note number 3 is that they were somewhat of an oligarchy for government, which means a small elite group controls the government. So it's not representative of the people. It's kind of like this, but it's not a dictatorship either. So it's not a dictatorship or democracy, an oligarchy. It's a small group of elite people kind of run everything. Sparta is led the same way as an oligarchy. And in Carthage, the main powerful people were the ship owners and the merchants. There's a mosaic. All of those outposts of where Carthage spread out were considered colonies, and they had to pay tribute and taxes to those elite people. Note number 5, 264 to 146 BC, the Roman Republic is growing and fights a series of wars with Carthage, and these are called the Punic Wars. And that's something to memorize for a test. The Punic Wars are a series of wars between Carthage, which is a North African empire, and the Roman Empire. Number 6 is in the First Punic War, the Romans take Sicily. And I'll move from covering Sicily. So the Romans take Sicily away from the Carthaginians. And the ship that the Romans used, called the corvus, allowed them to easily board the Carthaginian ships. They could run right up to it and then run onto the Carthaginian ships. So that's how they were able to do that. The Carthaginians used elephants at times in battle. There was a famous general named Hannibal who crossed the Alps of Europe into northern Italy to surprise the Romans. So he went all the way around to come at them from the north instead of coming through the Mediterranean Sea as the Romans would expect. Sadly, if you're cheering for Carthage, Hannibal's defeated and the Romans destroy Carthage. It is sad for everyone who loves learning because the Romans destroyed the libraries there. Carthage had a lot of accumulated knowledge from the ancient world and from Africa. Number 9 is that the Roman Empire will utilize Carthage as an important cultural and commercial center in the Roman Empire. And here you can see it on the map. So here you have Mauritania, Numidia, Cyrene, so like Simon of Cyrene in the Bible, Egypt, North African coast. So the Roman Empire is going to end up taking all of this. What was Mesopotamia with Tigris and Euphrates, Greece, which we're studying next, Egypt around the Nile, Carthage. So Rome kind of takes all of the empires in this region that we studied before. And now we'll talk about the lead up to the Greek people and getting to classical Greece. Next class, we should be at classical Greece. So letter B is about the MINOANS and